Well, this week, the MeTV Street Cam decided to check out one of Brampton's spookiest houses. And I'm already shivering. Let's go check it out. Well, I found the mastermind of this scary creation. I'm here with Hector Turner. Now, Hector, you must be a huge fan of Halloween.
Yeah, I always have been, even from a kid, going out trick-or-treating, and it's sort of taken on from there.
And now I'm guessing all the trick-or-treaters come to you.
That's right. I'm known as the Halloween nut on the street. And all the kids come here.
So how many kids did you get last year, for example?
Over 200. This year, word's gotten out, we'll probably get even more.
Wow. And what's new this year for them to see?
There's the giant spider on the driveway is the big one, and new tombstones, a zombie, and basically more of everything.
All right, let's go check it all out. Now let's start with this window display. It says House of 1,000 Corpses. What's that all about?
It's a Rob Zombie horror movie, but I thought it was really appropriate for the haunt.
Seems like you get a lot of your inspiration from all over the place.
Yeah, from the internet, movies. I'm part of the Ontario Haunters Club. There's a lot of great stuff on the internet.
Wow, there's a club for this. Isn't that fascinating? Now, you like to create a lot of the stuff that we're seeing here.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this costume that you made last year, which is really cool.
This is a Uruk-hai costume from Lord of the Rings, and it looks like metal, but it's really just cardboard and paper mache, thumbtacks for rivets.
Wow. And what are you going as this year then?
This year I'm going to be a zombie.
Seems like you've got a collection of things from everywhere.
Yeah, I try and go with the spooky and scary, but not gross. I don't want to freak the kids out, but you want to sort of give them the shivers.
And where'd you get this huge skull head from?
Found that at Shoppers Drug Mart, believe it or not. Don't quite know what I'm going to do with it yet, but maybe a costume for next year.
Maybe. Huge skull head. Yeah. Now, looking at this fog machine, isn't it difficult to get this fog outside?
No, they're widely available everywhere, but it really adds to the ambience.
It does. And you have a, what's it called?
A fog chiller.
A fog
I don't
chiller.
have it hooked up tonight, but for Halloween I will. And it'll make the fog hug the ground.
Hector, it's chilly enough. All right, now let's move on to one of the coolest things you have going on here, and that is these tombstones that you actually craft yourself.
Yeah, they're all made out of styrofoam board insulation that you find in home construction, and you glue the different layers together, carve out the shape, and then I use a wood burning tool to engrave in the epitaphs.
Who taught you to do all this stuff?
The websites.
Are you serious?
There's how-tos on the internet. The haunt, as they call it, the home haunting community is really big.
Okay, now you have a creepy zombie trying to lurk out of the ground here. Where'd you get this thing from?
This was more or less homemade. The head was store-bought, but I didn't like the look of it, so I repainted it from scratch, added the hair and glasses, and then the whole body is handmade, including the hand.
The kids must love this.
They haven't seen it yet. This is new for this year.
Oh, well, then they will love it. Now, you really touched on one of my fears with the next thing that we're going to check out, and that is a gigantic spider. Now, Hector, where on earth did you find such a huge spider?
I got it on eBay. It's sort of like the type that you see on top of car dealerships, the big gorillas, but this is a spider, and I thought, you know, this is a must-have. This is great.
And you actually made this top here.
Yeah, because it was pretty plain, so I made with fake fur. Those are car reflectors for eyes and boat bumpers for fangs, and I made just add to it.
And this is new this year?
This is new, yeah. Nobody's seen this.
Okay, until now, of course.
Now.
Until Halloween. Now let's check out something that you're working on for next year.
Okay.
So what is this?
This is another tombstone that'll add to the cemetery. So you can really see the foam board construction. This is just a cheap dollar store bat that I've glued onto it, and all of the carving is done with the wood burning tool, as I said.
Okay, so are you always thinking of Halloween then?
Pretty much all year round. Yeah.
Wow, and when do you start to prepare all these things?
Normally in July I'll actually start constructing whatever props for that coming year.
So you're looking forward to Halloween this year then?
Definitely.
Every year?
As long as the weather cooperates, it'll be great.
Awesome. And what's the message you have for all the little ghouls and goblins that are going to be heading your way?
Have a safe Halloween, but have a scary one too.
Great. Well, Hector, thank you so much for letting us check out your spooky creations.